Before we go into detail discussing what MBO is, I think we need to firstly understand what is the complete infrastructure of so-called MBO, Management by Objectives. Theoretically, when launching MBO, we should expand the time frame to, say, at least 1 full year, and then set the goals in SIREN aspect by every quarter or even down to a monthly base. And after that, we compare the actual performance with goals individually by each period. Find out the deviation and seek for any appropriate improvement plan if necessary. However, the process I just mentioned might be a little bit difficult to those entry-level participants. So in this coming session, I will simplify my elaboration by comparing the goal and actual performance with only one period. Now please refer to the screen in front of you. You may find an item MBO in the middle part of the left column. Just press it and you will get a 5 index in the middle column. Separately, they are market share, inventory rate, revenue, expense rate, and net profit after tax. These are just the SIREN index that we keep mentioning again and again in this course. Your mission now is to nail down these 5 indexes based upon the initial value when your team take over the management of the company, and the subsequent discussion from your team about the total strategy of your company. In this example, we set the market share at 15%, a tiny increase from previous 14-something, whereas the inventory rate remains at 5%. But we increased the sales revenue from the previous 2.69 up to 2.9 million. Yeah, I know it's quite an aggressive one. Of course, you may need some more expenses to support your increasing spending accordingly. So we set the expense rate at 37%. Also a little bit increase from previous figure. We believe that these deployments will result in a net profit after tax to $180,000. Then, after all the participating teams submitted their decision and the calculation completes, the MBS system will pop up a table shown at the right column of the screen as you can see now. In this table, we will have both the goal and actual data along with the deviation of each SIREN index. Please refer to the sample table now. Unfortunately, we found that almost all the actual performances fall behind our expectations, so we need a prompt call to action now. Call for a review meeting. Your next mission is, firstly, invite all the function managers for a meeting. Secondly, ask them to explore the deviation through various reports that MBS provides. For example, the sales report by market, all financial statements, production and procurement reports, and so on. Thirdly, evaluate the performance improvement plan. And lastly, nail down the SIREN goals in next quarter and make the relevant decision accordingly.